Alright, what's up? I'm Charm City 187. It's my brother.
What's going on, everybody?
We're doing the wild card predictions. First game is Saturday at 4:30. It's the Bengals at the Texans.
Alright, I'll start off first. If you watched the previous video, Bengals at Texans, I mean, Texans are the same, or have kind of changed who they are.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year, they did what they did. They ran the ball and they shut you down with good defense, and occasionally beat you deep with play action, long passes down the field. Andre Johnson, Kevin Walter, Owen Daniels. Who else? I don't even know the rest of it. Yeah. And they would just beat you into submission with Arian Foster running and Ben Tate coming in on third downs and on third and short. But they kind of gone away from that.
They're trying to throw it more.
They're trying to throw it more, and they're getting behind on teams because they realize that Schaub is not the kind of guy that can take over a football game. So, I mean, that's my take on it.
Yeah, I think Cincinnati's gonna
not murder them.
I'm gonna say like 10 points. I'm gonna say they're gonna beat them by 10 points. I have a feeling they're gonna get up on them, and it's just gonna.
The pressure's gonna get too much for Houston.
Yep, they're gonna get down probably by about, I'm gonna say 14 at halftime. Because Houston's defense is vulnerable. They have no cornerbacks and the middle of the field's wide open.
Yeah, I mean, I think a player that really hurt them that they lost this offseason, this past offseason, was losing D'Amico Ryans when he went to the Eagles. He was the kind of guy that would, like, control the middle of the field and not allow... You wouldn't get fooled by play action and such like that. Maybe it was because, like, he had so much help around him. Yeah. But
losing Cushing.
Cushing is actually... I actually think Cushing is probably a lot worse than that. Ever since they lost Cushing... Yeah. That's when they've gone downhill. I mean, they lost him like week 7. Yeah. But I guess my score would be. I still think it's gonna be a close game. 17-14 Bengals.
Yeah, I'm gonna take like 21-17, 21-14, something like that.
Late comeback by the Texans and not be able to
come up short,
like they always do.
Probably throw a pick at the end of the game while they're going for the game to win the game.
Yeah, I mean. It's just a little difficult to see this game because, I mean, you see how bad they both played last week, and you wonder if that's going to carry over into this week. Yeah. So.
Alright, Saturday night game, you got the Vikings at the Packers again. I think Adrian Peterson is going to run roughshod all over them.
Is there any, have you seen any weather?
No, I was looking for it earlier today. They're not saying anything about the weather on NFL Network.
Regardless, if it's good weather...
he's going to run all over them.
And if it's bad weather...
He's going to run all over them.
Because the Packers have a finesse defense. The only thing I can see helping is, with the good weather, Aaron Rodgers is going to have a clean ball to throw. Yeah. But look at last year's NFC divisional round against the Giants. Yeah. Weather wasn't bad, but it was still a little muggy out. It wasn't perfect weather, and the Giants could get pressure with 4 down linemen, which is why I think that the Vikings can do. Yeah. Don't have to blitz a lot.
And they know they're not going to run the ball.
And they haven't had a 100-yard rusher in 43 straight games.
Yeah. So they know they don't have to play the run. All they got to do is send their front 4 and play defense behind.
The only one you got to worry about running is Aaron Rodgers. Really, that's it. Yeah. And he looks a little vulnerable right now. He gets a lot of pressure on him too. Like if you start if things start coming too quick for him, you start seeing him. Yeah, starts dancing, start getting antsy, and then that's when you see like the bad passes and the triple coverage and stuff like that because he thinks his receivers will go up and get it every time. Mm-hmm. But what he doesn't realize is he's hurting his receivers by doing that. So I think Adrian Peterson runs for probably 200+ yards, maybe sets a record for rushing in a playoff game or something like that.
To run 600 yards against the same team in one season?
Yeah. Well, you know what the record is, right? What? It's Jamal Lewis in the 2003 season. He ran for 295 and 220 against the Browns in 2 games. And that was the year he ran for 2,066.
And then the next year he was probably in Cleveland, or was that 2 years later?
That was 07. He was on 06. Remember yesterday I said in 06 they stopped giving him the ball against the Colts?
Yeah.
So, but around 27-21.
Yep, I was going to say the same thing.
Well, this is exactly the same as our brackets, basically.
Yeah. The Sunday game, 1 o'clock, you got the Colts.
Why don't we save that game for last? We'll do the Redskins Seahawks.
Alright, so then what? Sunday, 4:30?
Yeah, Sunday, 4:30. You got Seahawks at the Redskins.
Yep.
No real home field advantage there. Bunch of fans like to sit on their hands.
Only people in DC would think it would be funny to go to a football game dressed up as a transsexual pig.
Probably, yeah. I mean, look at that town, it's a bunch of trannies anyways.
Yeah, a bunch of fucking retards.
You do have the Republicans that basically run the entire House, Congress. Not a fan of Republicans.
I'm not a fan of Democrats or Republicans.
I'm not a fan of politics in general. That's besides the point. We're talking about football right now. But, I mean, this game could get ugly. It could get ugly. As ugly as the transsexual pigs in the stands. This is how ugly that could get. The Hogettes were in the 80s and the early 90s. Not the 2000s. Not the aughts. They're dead. You don't have hogs anymore. You have also ran Ravens on your front line.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Cut Raven players.
Yeah, cut Raven players. You only have the players that we want to keep. You have the players that we cut. About 30-21, I would say.
Yeah,
30-21 Seahawks. Yeah. Again, the pressure that they put on.
Actually, I don't even think Washington will score 21. They might score 17, but that'll probably be it.
I mean, they are hot right now, but it's just like
they don't have any defense, especially for Marshawn Lynch. They will not. Marshawn Lynch is going to walk up and down the field on them the whole fucking game.
I will say this right now: if the Redskins did have Arakpo, they probably actually would have done better this year. He tore his ACL in like the first week of the season or something like that. And he's a monster, but he actually probably would help. I know you're saying how's an outside linebacker help? Well, look at Terrell Suggs.
Yeah.
And he's almost equivalent to that, except for he's basically like a Dwight Freeney. So like 30-21, not really a blowout, but still it's a 2-score game.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like 24-14 or 24-17, something like that.
Yeah. Alright, now we're on to the game of the weekend, and as you people probably know, today, January 2nd, 2013, Ray Lewis announced his retirement, effective immediately after the Ravens' playoff run ends. Now, we all know that that's not going to happen on Sunday.
No.
Especially now.
Yeah.
And hold on, sorry to interrupt you. But the thing is that makes this like such a great announcement. Like, not even like, I'm a fan of Ray Lewis, but it's the fact that you got Pagano coming back, you got the Colts coming back, you got Pagano coming back.
Cancer survivor coming back.
You got a cancer survivor coming back, and you know what? That's going to get all swept under the rug. Because now, top 3 greatest middle linebacker of all time, Ray Lewis, is retiring. Could be his last home game. Probably will be his last home game ever. In a playoff game.
Yeah, the only way it'll happen is if the
Bengals beat the Texans and the Broncos.
And if we beat the Colts and the Patriots, which we can do.
Which we've done.
Yeah.
Not the Colts, but we will. But it's just like, you look at it, and Harbaugh's got to be kissing his feet for this announcement.
Yeah.
To take all of the attention, all the hype and attention away from Pagano and trying to get the whole entire world behind them. Because that's what it's all going to be about.
Yeah.
So now it's all about...
It's not going to be Ravens versus Colts. It's going to be Ravens versus cancer survivor.
Ravens versus leukemia.
Yeah.
That's what the plug line would probably be for this game. Ravens versus leukemia. So, I mean, I still see it being close because this is not the same old Ravens defense. They're not going to shut them down.
No.
I actually think Ray Lewis being in the game will actually hurt them. But that's just me. I'd rather have younger, faster players in there against this Colts offense.
I'd rather have Lewis and Ellerby than McLean and Ellerby or Ellerby and Bynes.
Bynes doesn't play that bad, though. I don't understand why you hate him so much.
Well, didn't they just sign him from the practice squad?
No, that was Anthony Hamilton. Bynes has been on the team most of the year ever since Ray Lewis got hurt.
Well, I don't like Ellerby. I really don't.
You only like how he rushes the quarterback.
Yeah, I like how
But he misses every time.
Yeah. I just don't like him because the shit he puts on Twitter. I love playing away games so I can pick up fucking prostitutes off of Backpage.com when I get to my new city where I'm playing at.
Okay. But, alright, off of that, what's your score for the game?
I'm going to say 31-21, 31-17, something like that.
And you all notice how the whole time, during that whole entire video, we did not mention one word about the Ravens' offense. See what Ray Lewis did?
Yeah, I forgot all about the offense.
See? That's the pressure. And now everything is going to be focused on him.
Yeah.
There's going to be nothing about the offense being lackluster, except for maybe short-minded fans like us who just worry about the thing that's current news.
Mm.
But
I don't think our offense is going to do bad. I think Ray Rice is going to run up and down the field. Bernard Pierce is going to come in when he gets tired, and Flacco's going to do what he has to do.
I have a friend who's a Colts fan, and he said that, and I kind of agreed with him. If we had Bernard Pierce, he's talking about the Colts, they'd probably kill us. Just think about it. If they had Bernard, if they didn't have Dominic Brown and Ballard, if they had Bernard Pierce, they'd probably kill us. But then I told him, you don't have the same scheme as us.
Yeah, they don't.
It's not the same scheme. You guys run a basic shotgun offense with a little bit of like a regular offense thrown in the middle when you get down in the red zone and short yard situations. Our offense is just like, let's just run a shotgun here on 1st and 10. Let's run a shotgun here on 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
And it's just a big conundrum. But yeah, so I think I said like 24-21, 27-24. Close game still. Justin Tucker, 69-yard field goal to win the game. Time runs out.
What's the longest field goal? Like 63?
Yeah, Akers tied it this year.
Yeah. And that right there, I will never, ever root for the 49ers again because they signed that Billy Cundiff.
Billy Cundiff?
Yeah. Billy, I shot myself and missed.
Yeah.
But yeah, alright, those are the picks, and I'm out. Peace.